Good morning classmates, good morning ma'am. Today I'm going to discuss about the 10 types of grammar. Linguists are quick to remind us that there are different varieties of grammar, that is, different ways of describing and analyzing the structure and functions of language. One basic distinction worth making is that between descriptive grammar and prescriptive grammar. Both are connected with rules but in different ways. Specialist is descriptive grammar examine the rules or patterns that underlie our use of words, phrases and clauses and sentences. The interact prescriptive grammars try to enforce rule about what they believe to be the correct use of language. So here are the 10 types of grammar. Number 1 is the comparative grammar. The analysis and comparison of the grammatical structures of related languages is known as the comparative grammar. Contemporary works in comparative grammar is concerned with a faculty of language that provides an explanatory basis for how a human being can acquire a first language. In this way, the theory of grammar is a theory of human language and hence establishes the relationship among all languages. Number 2, generative grammar. Generative grammar includes the rules determining the structure and interpretation of sentences that speakers accept as belonging to the language. Simply put, a generative grammar is a theory of competence, like a model of the psychological system of unconscious knowledge that underlies a speaker's ability to produce the utterance in language. Number 3 is the mental grammar. The generative grammar stored in the brain that allows a speaker to produce language that other speakers can understand in mental grammar. All humans are born with the capacity of constructing a mental grammar given linguistic experience. This capacity for language is called the language faculty. Number 4 is the pedagogical grammar. Grammatical analysis and instruction designed for second language students. Pedagogical grammar is a slippery concept. The term is commonly used to denote: number 1 is the pedagogical process, the explicit treatment for elements of the target language system as part of language teaching methodology. Number 2 is the pedagogical content, reference source of one kind of another that present information about the target language system. And the third one is the combination of the process and content. Next is the performance grammar. A descriptive of syntax of English as it is actually used by speakers in dialogue. We call it the performance grammar. Centers attractions on language production It is my belief that the problem of production must be dealt with before problems of reception and comprehension can properly be investigated. Next is the reference grammar, a descriptive of the grammar of a language with explanation of the principle governing the construction of words, phrases, clauses, and sentences. Another one is the theoretical grammar, the study of the essential components of any human language. The theoretical grammar or syntax is concerned with the making contemporary, explicit the formalisms of grammar, and in providing scientific arguments or explanation in favor of one account of grammar rather than another, in terms of a general theory of human language. The next one is the traditional grammar, the collection of prescriptive rules and concepts about the structure of the language. We say that traditional grammar is prescriptive because it focuses on the distinction between what some people do with language and what they ought to do with it. The next one is the transformational grammar, a theory of grammar that accounts for the construction of a language by linguistic transformation and phrase structure. In transformational grammar, the term rule is used not for a precept set down by an external authority, but for a principle that is unconsciously yet regularly followed in the production and interpretation of the sentence. And lastly is the universal grammar, the system of categories, operational and principles shared by all human languages and considered to be innate. Taking together, the linguistic principles of universal grammar constitute a theory of the organization of the initial state of the mind brain of the language, or the language learner. This is a theory of a human faculty for language. Okay, that's all for my discussion about the 10 types of grammar. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. Thank you.